Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings. Today we have a trending news here for you, and the headline of the news reads: Breaking Fulani herdsmen demand 38 million naira from Anambra state for 108 missing cows as 4 Prominen Anambra Indigenes are detained. But before we continue with details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish videos on YouTube.
The Nigerian police is still detaining leaders of Miyetti town in Ayamelun, Council of Anambra State, 2 weeks after they were arrested after a meeting with Governor Obiano. Detained leaders include Chief Nwora Ikezuala, Deputy President General, and Chief Michael Akamala, Chief Security Officer of Miyetti, respectively. The traditional ruler of the town, HRM, that's His Royal Majesty Dr. A.I. Ufuebe, was almost arrested with other elders at the scene of the meeting with Governor Obiano. Since then, the detained community leaders have been dumped at the cells meant for hardened criminals at CID cell in Awka, Anambra State. A week after the detention, the leader of Miyetti Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACBAN, in Southeast, Alhaji Gidado Sadiki, alleged that youth of Miyetti killed 4 heifers and 108 cows between December 20th and January 27, 2020. Igbo Mandate Congress IMC have been following up on the issue since the Miyetti leaders raised alarm last week at the behest of Igbo leaders and have interacted with stakeholders in the community, state government, and the police and members of the Fulani community. Igbo Mandate Congress has released its preliminary report to Ohanaeze Ndị Igbo, PFN, CAN, and members of the diplomatic community in the state on the situation that Miyetti capable of turning Anambra State into a theater of war. Igbo Mandate Congress IMC noted that the community leaders of Miyetti are being detained at the insistence of leaders of Miyetti in the southeast. They justified their 2 weeks incineration on the mantra that they are still investigating and looking for the killers of the herdsmen and the 108 cows. The legal advisor to the community, Barrister Michael Chukwuemeka, has been denied proper access to the detained elders, and the Deputy President General is in bad state of health. Oh God. Top officials of Anambra State government told IMC that governor recently asked the Commissioner of Police to release the elders, but the police declined, insisting that the only order from Abuja that can effect their release. Igbo Mandate Congress leaders were told by Miyetti elders that they were living in peace with the Fulani till a murderous and rapist group entered their midst. This murderous group specialized in destroying people's farms and brandishing dangerous weapons when challenged by the displaced farmers. The murderous herders graduated to raping young girls in their farms to the point that the young girls do not go to farms anymore. The murderous herders descended on married women who refused to be chased away from their farms and raped them repeatedly. The men then started escorting their women to farms, and the herders graduated into raping married women in the presence of their husbands. The elders and youth of Miyetti made repeated efforts to get the attention of the state government to detention, and they were repeatedly told to forgive their enemies for the sake of national unity. They claimed that at no point between December and January did the youth mobilize against the Fulani, insisting that if such had happened, probably hundreds would have died. And if anybody ever died, as claimed by Miyetti, it could be a result of private clash between an infuriated farmer and a rapist herdsman, and the community was not involved in it. That the claims by Miyetti leaders that they killed 4 herders are a subterfuge to attack the community. That whether Willie Obiano defends them or not, they will not allow rapists to invade their farmlands anymore and will defend the community against any attack. That Governor Obiano is insisting that the community pays 38 million naira being compensation for allegedly killing 108 cows that the community elders have raised some millions from communal taxation. Igbo Mandate Congress, in its recommendation, advises the leader of Miyetti to expunge those murderers and rapists from their midst, terrorizing communities around Ayamelum. Igbo Mandate Congress deems Miyetti's action in Anambra State as triggers for disintegration of Nigeria, while IMC has been working in concert with Igbo elites and professionals to stem the secessionist thread in Southeast since 2014 with great success, including several calling some youth leaders to order. The Miyetti rather are encouraging rapists and murderers in their midst. IMC, that's Igbo Mandate Congress, advises Governor Obiano to stop taxing the Ifeite community and pay from the state coffers the 38 million naira that the Miyetti demanded for allegedly killing 108 cows. That Governor Obiano should also pay 18 million naira for destroying the farmlands, for destroyed farmlands, and 18 million naira for rehabilitation of families whose daughters and mothers have been senselessly raped since the state failed to protect the community after repeated alarms. The Nigerian police should order the release of the community leaders detained and pay them compensation for illegal 2 weeks detention. The youth of Ifeite should suspend any planned reaction and allow a solution to be worked out within the next few days by concerned Igbo leaders. Igbo Mandate Congress is a major stakeholder in Anambra State and expect that this concerned to act in the interest of peace.
All right, thank you very much. And this is not a good one for Governor Obiano and the Anambra State Indigenes, because this is an indication that the Fulani herdsmen or the Fulani herders, they are the first-class citizens. Because I can still remember that before now there had been repeated alarm on the part of farmers, both in the southeast, in the middle belt, and even in the south-south, continuous alarm trying to prompt the state government to wake up to their responsibility of protecting the life and properties of the people, and mostly those who are living in the hinterlands. But nothing was done to salvage the situation. Now, you can imagine what is currently happening. About 4 of the people are down in the prison, and some of them are not even feeling well. And then the Miyetti have gone as far as demanding for 108 million naira. Now, the question is, why are they demanding for this money? Don't forget that few months ago, Governor Obiano had already given a promise, and it was like an agreement between him and the Fulani herdsmen that in any occasion where their cows are killed or missing, that the Fulani herders are going to be paid 500,000 naira for every one cow that gets missing. And I guess this is the resultant effect of the promise they are demanding now, despite the fact, and that's why the people of that land are also demanding that if you must pay them the 38 million naira, you must also pay us as much as we can quantify the number of times that our women have been raped serially, the number of times that our farmland has been destroyed, and all of that. But before we go into deep details into all of this, we'd like to just read some of the reactions of Nigeria in respect to this. And this one says here, do not fight back for national unity from the fool that called himself governor, while Fulanis are killing his people. Let him resign. He's not useful to humanity. Wow, that's a strong one there. And this one says, foolishness of the highest order. Foolishness of the highest order. How much did the barbaric herdsmen contribute to compensate women that were raped and farmers whose farms were destroyed by the herders? The Fulani leaders should have been arrested for crimes against the people of the community. Let the lawyers go to court to enforce the fundamental right of the community leaders, and nobody should pay a dime. The Fulani should bear their loss the same way the community members bear their losses also. And then another person here says, I have said before, when you elect a drum, what do you expect? educated on ripe cheap. That one is very sarcastic. And another one here says, the problem of Nigeria is who you are seeing. The problem of Nigeria is who you are seeing on a platform like this. Fulani from thousands of miles to Ifite Ogwari in Anambra State with thousands of heads of cattle, because if they lose 103, 108 heads of cattle, it means that they are having more than hundreds of them now. They come down to the east and into people's farm, destroy people's crop, rape women and their girls at will. It's quite a very disheartening situation. They rape women at will and nobody does anything about it. You want people to keep quiet for national unity, when an ordinary cow seller from the north will come down to the east and detain our traditional authorities, and even governors could not ask questions, then you will know where this one thing is heading to. For any Igbo man involved in this evil, evil shall not depart from him. Evil shall live with his generation for the rest of their existing. That's quite high. All right, now let's just look at this. For me, I have to say that this is not a good one, especially considering the fact that we are all citizens of Nigeria. There's nobody that is high up there and there's no one that is low down. The only problem I have is that some of the governors do not have that self-responsibility of realizing that their position is actually meant for the protection of their own people. Before national unity, you must first of all protect the people whom you are governing. So a situation whereby the people you are governing are the people who are coming in, are freedom to do anything to your own people, clearly shows that you are not carrying out your responsibility as expected. You can imagine what is currently happening. A situation whereby these Fulani herders rape your girls. They did all manner of things to them. You did not say anything. Only for you, for national peace, or maybe to ensure that at the end of the day you are not being chased by the federal might. That is when you now wake up and you begin to make laws that will make them happy. And now look at what is happening. The Fulanis are even demanding money after they have raped your girl just because 108 cows are missing. I wonder what that kind of governor is doing.
The funny part is that it is actually alleged. They are not sure yet. Investigation is still going on. But what caught my attention was the fact that they picked these guys in the presence of the governor when they're having a peace meeting. They picked these guys right in front of the governor, and governor couldn't do anything. But the one that broke me most was the fact that after everything, Governor Obiano said, okay, fine, we are still resolving this issue since it's a case of if we are still working on it, we are still investigating. Why not release these elders? Some of them, their health have deteriorated in a cell meant for hardened criminals. You are putting very peaceful people in a cell meant for hardened criminals, as if they were the one that committed the crime in their own land, not in northern state, in their own land. You detained them. You did not see them killing the cows. You now detain their leaders, their prominent leaders in their own land. And by the time Governor Obiano said, okay, please release these men, we are not still, investigation is still going on. We don't know if they're the one that did it. And the next thing the police officers will say in the land of Anambra State, say, sorry, we can't release them. The only order that we can take, which can allow and permit us to release these prominent Igbo men, is from Abuja. Obiano is joking with his people. He's playing politics of favorism and national unity with the lives of his people. Have you seen what Governor Seyi Makinde is doing? The guy is taking the bulls by the horns. He doesn't care whose hair is being gored. This is our law. Face it. No open grazing. If you want to walk, go with ID card. The day we don't see you with ID card, we are passing it into law. We'll put you, we'll pay fines in millions. So make your choice. They took him saying that Makinde wants to is uniting Nigeria. He didn't give a damn. Today is Oyo people not happy. They are better off for it. You can imagine, just because of that phony promise. I knew those words Governor Willie Obiano made one day hunt him, where he said 500 million. Some of IPOB members and some Igbo members, Igbo guys in diaspora started shouting, is that the worth of an indigene of Anambra? 500 million over one head. 500,000, sorry, it wasn't even up to 500 million. 400,000, 500,000. Today is coming up, and now Miyetti is demanding for 38 million of alleged cows. And they're not even sure those who did the killing. I really pity the Anambrans at this stage.
All right, thank you very much. This is an issue that must be resolved, not by the federal government, but this time around must be resolved by the people, by the states. Because I believe if you follow cure behind the likes of Sheya Makinde and put up a law that regulates the activity in the land, automatically they will be put under control. And I want you to go to a comment.